We go to ground. You know when they go to ground. You know them around. If they wanna clown, then we gun them down. I'm war ready, was born ready, I'm more ready. I'm saying this now, making sure that the morgue ready. Yeah. We got some drop-offs, battle formation, I'm waiting for you to pop off. Right after you make your first move, get your rocks off. Next thing you'll head to the dirt. We are not soft. I took a loss, but nah, I ain't panicking. I be making moves, you staying still like a mannequin. Think you got the force, but shit, I'm feeling like Anakin. Hit the chick with the lightsaber, might save her. Doing moves tight major with light paper. And H-Town on them blades like an ice skater. Yeah, at that one West Passover. Sit down, take a seat to the class over. Far from sober, but I ain't puffing on Doja. Bartender, bring me tequila. Hold the soda, shit. Hold the ice too, flood it like a typhoon. We can get 6 shooters, 10 paces high noon. We have Player Street, all-star studded like it's all-star weekend with all my brothers. Ain't nobody fucking round with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas. Ain't nobody fucking round with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas. Ride for my, die for my niggas. Make sure me and the squad solidified. I'm down to ride, go to war like I did the job. You niggas whores, I'm the ball, plus I been the vibe. You can't feel me, unless you sip 100 proof. I got 100 soldiers with me, that's 200 boots. We get to stomping like a Kappa or a Q. But don't mistake me for no rapper, I'm the Jew. The streets cold, so I throw on the cover. You a bitch, don't get mad at me, get mad at your mother. Put my life on the line like I got me another, yeah, shit. It's like I'm on another level here. You second tier, I'm pulling guns, that's on Metal Gear. It's hell out here, but shit, I die heavenly. AK equipped with the drum, it holds 70. Twin revolvers, bucket you duck like Yosemite. Yeah, I hear a lot of rappers puffing on their enemies. I don't smoke, but I drink their tears like it's Hennessy. Yeah, nigga, but it is what it is. Ain't no nicotine, but I is what this is. I just had a dream and I did what I did. And Philly bodies dropping every day where I live. So I don't even wanna hear about rappers. Heavy gut punch, knock the air out rappers. Ain't nobody fucking round with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas. Ain't nobody fucking round with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas. For my niggas. My niggas, alright. Ride for my, die for my, cry for my niggas.
Yeah. 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. They just thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I did it. Nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got dope. Nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought this chimney sweet. Coming like we coming. fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Nigga, I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco-line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
Hey, oh. Yeah. Hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. Put that with my niggas. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. Put that with my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown on these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my I can gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Shalom, Lord Christ. It's your
Shalom,
boy.
Lord Christ.
Yeah, yes, sir. We're back at him one more time. Coming at him for Monday night history class. I'm Shalak Ya'ala, Officer 50, coming to you out of ISUPK, Northern Ohio.
I'm Malak, Officer 500, coming out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, we're the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, where we started out of 1 West 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. Oh, yeah, we've been around since 1969 and still rocking, you understand? Under the mighty hand of Commanding General Yohana. He got a bunch of schools out here going around. I believe I don't know the exact number. We might have, over 50 schools probably now, sir?
There's so many. I don't
know the exact number, but we out here. It ain't no excuse for you not to get with us for sure. No, if you I want everybody to know that's tuning in too. Just to make sure we clear. We are not a church. You understand? We're not a Christian organization. We are the Israelites. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Native Indians, you understand? We're the 12 tribes of Israel, you understand? And that's who we out teaching to, our people. We are originally from Jerusalem, you understand? We cover the whole north and southern part of Jerusalem, where we went into captivity many years ago, you understand? For disobeying the Most High. And because of that, we got put into captivity. One of those captivities being we were sold into cargo slave ships and brought here to the Americas. You understand? Those are the people we talking to, and that's what this program is all about. The ISUPK, we reach out to our people. You understand? We got people out here on drugs. We want to get them off of that. We got people out here gang banging. We want to get them out of that. All kinds of stuff our people is out here doing that's lost. We want to get them and make sure they found so they can get up in this ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? This is the home of the truth. And so we talk about the truth. We teach the Bible as priests, and we teach it correctly. We don't give you a sentence or two and then start talking about how we ride in our Cadillac and want to get a $65 million airplane. We don't do that here. You understand, priest? What you got to say about that?
Chill on the Cadillac, brother. Chill on the Cadillac.
I'm talking about from a pastor perspective.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm not a preacher.
Right. That's what we do in the ISUPK. What's going on, sir? What's going on with you, man?
Slow motion, boy. I'm dragging today, boy.
I know.
How was your day today, anyways?
I had a long ass day today, man. Long day at work, man. Of course, you know, coming in from the weekend, trying to play catch up. You understand? Because we don't work the weekends, obviously. Got to be off for the Sabbath. Like I said, we the home of the truth, so we got to live the truth, honor our Sabbath days and things of that nature. So definitely don't work the Sabbath on the weekend because we out here doing what we got to do. I know we just had Feast of Dedication just started last night, our holy day. We honor our holy days. That's what the ISUPK do, not Christians. Christians don't do that. So we started doing our holy day last night and just bringing that in and doing what we're supposed to do as Israelites, not Christians, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you said you had a rough week, huh? Rough day.
Rough day, man. Rough day.
Yeah. This captivity is something else.
It is.
You know.
Craziness.
I'll be glad to come out of captivity, though, to be honest.
Yeah. That's going to be a glorious day.
People, it is going to be a glorious day. Look all the things we go through because of the disobedience. You know?
Damn right.
We struggle. Even at home. Home don't be good for some of us sometimes, you know?
At all.
At the job, getting on your nerves, you know?
Yeah. Just all kind of stuff, man.
You come out your front door, you wonder if you're going to make it back home. You just simply go into the store and you're just trying to survive in this kingdom, you know? This is not really living. This is survival, you know?
Trying to make it from day to day.
Yeah.
Trying to make it from day to day. That's what we trying to do out here, man. It's rough. It's rough. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we live some rough lives for a long time now, for centuries now, and it's time to start coming back together, man, up under the Most High, so that great things can start happening for us. You understand? And then, when Yahweh crack that sky, it's on. You know what I mean? But he only gonna rock with the people that's rocking with him. So that's something we got to be prepared for. And, this is no games. That's why we trying to get you now with these classes. We trying to get you when we go out at camp and do our thing like that. So this is heavy, man. This is important. We out here, me and Priest and Officer Malakama, we don't get paid to come on here and teach classes. This is just a duty for us to do. You understand? We do it for the Most High. We want to make sure we get the message out to our people. And so this is what it come down to. I know y'all sick and tired of being sick and tired. You understand? But if you're really sick and tired, you need to get up in this ISUPK. So we can all come together as men and women and do our thing, man. Because this is crazy out here, man. You see that last night, sir? Dude over there in Australia, man, had a major shootout over there. It was him, and I think he had a partner too. They just had the shotguns out, just letting go on people, man.
No,
Standing up on. Oh, you ain't get to see that?
No, I didn't see it. I saw something, but I fell asleep. I was trying to watch something. It was something related to that, but I fell asleep. I was out of it.
Man, this white dude and his homeboy, they got up on this little stair casing thing. It was outside.
Mm-hmm.
One was pointing this way, the other one was pointing this way, and then they got to the point they started pointing to the same way and just letting off. Boom, 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 boom with the guns, just murking people left and right. And then finally, anybody. And what's crazy, there's a guy that was filming them the whole time. And I'm like, that whole time you filming, you could have got some damn help and got them up out of here. He had a great view of them from the side, just film them the entire time. They
was
put
it a
one gun. I believe so.
Because you know how they are. They believe in death. Murder don't bother them. They on their conscience. They're a different type of creature on this earth. Murder doesn't bother them.
Right.
Like it do us.
Yeah, they was just letting them do their thing, and then finally when the cops came.
Yeah, it's crazy in this kingdom and over there too. Because you think about what Joe Biden said about us, the children. Remember what he said?
Yeah,
like roaches.
They're like little roaches.
Little roaches. Yeah. And you know what? I resent that remark. But I can connect to it because that's how we are, like a roach trying to get a crumb in this kingdom. Mm-hmm. And wow, he was just busting, huh?
Yeah, just man.
Imagine if we felt that way, if we had that murder spirit like that, against them,
they wouldn't be able to handle it.
Right? It'd be crazy if we just start letting loose on people. The Edomites don't know how to behave on this earth.
Not at all.
They don't have no home training.
Hey, it's crazy though. With that going on, you still ain't gonna hear that one news channel say that's white on white crime. Right. Nobody gonna say that's white on white crime.
What are you talking about? I saw something, but I fell asleep. But let it been one of the 12 tribes.
Right.
Would have been the worst thing on this earth. Worst thing on this earth.
They'd have been manhunting them.
Right.
It'd have been 70 cops there before you could blink.
Pleasure. Putting us to death.
And they the cops finally showed up. It had a shootout with them. They kind of surround them, shooting back at them. They were shooting back at the cops, and they shot to the death. And then, of course, finally, them cops got them up out of there.
Yeah, the cops got those snipers.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So they finally got them up out of there. That was crazy though. I actually seen it on IG. I was on IG and checking out some of our brothers in the UPK, and some cats had it on live. I was like, man, I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. That brother Adiyar up there in Canada, he had it on, and I was watching it from his IG, as a matter of fact. That was crazy. Other than that, man, I see that damn lottery. I don't really usually play the lottery, but man, I see that boy well over $1 billion now.
I'm like, go play it.
Yeah. That boy, I think it's a 1.1 billion or something like that now.
What would you do if you hit that?
First of all, I'll just be sitting there with a blank stare, like, all right, I'm about to see how it feel to be debt free, which we don't know nothing about that in this country.
Right. I don't know
I'll be dead. And then, of course, obviously, you know, I gotta break off General Yohana, you know, understand the ISUPK, break him off handsomely with some bread. Make sure we get right with all the things we need to do and all the work that's being done. You know what I'm saying? Do that type of stuff. Of course, get us a school going and things of that nature. And you know, it's just so much work to be done. Any little bit of help. So I'll definitely do my part for sure. But that would be amazing, man. It'd be amazing to be able to out of all people on the earth to bless our brothers and sisters in the truth and get us to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff we need to take care of, probably help with getting a building or something we ain't got to be trying to figure out. You understand when we're gonna have Passover and all that crazy kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Where would you move to?
I probably wouldn't move nowhere. I'd probably be like, it'd probably be a plain sight type thing. Like you'd be thinking I'm go somewhere and I'll probably be right here. Who knows? I don't know. Well, you know, that's one of them things you have to see about that when it come up, you know.
I mean, you wouldn't do like the Michigan football coach?
Nah, hell no. See, that's that brother right there, man. He got to get up off of that. You know what I mean? Stay away from them Becky's, brother. They'll land you in a whole bunch of trouble.
They move out their neighborhoods from their own people and go move over it with Esau.
Yeah, get a whole heap of.
And then Esau show them what it really do.
Right, you've been a whole heap of trouble messing with them doggone Becky's. Becky's land you in trouble, man. I'll keep telling our brothers, hey, and everybody that's watching, if you are Israelite, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, them Becky's is off limits. You understand? We got to stay within the tribes. You know, you got so much to choose from in the tribes, and them Becky's is off limits. That's not what the Most High want for us, and we don't do that in this and here in ISUPK. We stick to our own kind, just to put that out in the air. That's exactly what we do. Other than that, sir, we got a special topic we're going into tonight for the class. Everybody about to find out is that how does blacks, Hispanics, and natives know that God is with us? And you know, we'll go through some things to show why we think he's with us still, or know he's with us still. You see that screen good, sir? Can I make it bigger?
I'm pretty good. I'm Gucci.
Okay, cool. But yeah, how does blacks, Hispanics, and natives know that God is with us? We're gonna jump on in. You got anything to say towards this, sir, before we jump in?
No. Well, I want to know. I know you're about to go into it, but what can I say? Well, I could just talk about the curse. These people that you got on the screen are the Israelites, and they're being judged.
Mm-hmm.
But we look like we have no hope. No, you ever watch the movies? When you see the movies, it's always good versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
So even in God, we could say in God's movie, you know, because we're the pieces. All the nations are pieces of the puzzle of the game that, you know, whatever you want to call it, the game, whatever the thing that God got going on. One people play the villain, and the other people who's getting oppressed are the good people.
Right.
So that's what we're looking at when you talk about the blacks and the Hispanics and the natives. We have no weapons. All we have is our defenders. So that's what I have to say about that.
Kind out of one kind. It's a heavy point. Let's see.
One reason I can think of that proves God is with us. God has not completely put us to death yet. With all of the sins we have done, we are still existing in the racist country and in this world.
See that? So in this racist ass country and all over the world, as many times as God's people, who is us, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives, he has still not put us away yet. He's not ended us yet. He ain't put us to death, which is something he could have done very easily. He put us through some serious punishments, put us through captivities where things bad didn't happen to us. You know what I'm saying? And things still continue to happen to us because we still continue to defy him. You understand? But he hasn't done away with us yet. So that's one reason I can think of that proves that the Most High God is not, I mean, he's still with us. You understand? He ain't done with us yet. That's one of the things I know of for sure. Let's see what else we got going here.
Another reason we know God is with us is because of survival of the Tulsa race riot of 1921, aka Black Wall Street.
See that? Crazy stuff happened in Black Wall Street. Basically, a continuation of, well, it's like you figure we get out of slavery and, you know, we kind of left on our own to try to fend for ourselves and things of that nature. So we get the brothers and sisters down there in Tulsa to start coming together. You understand? And what happens when we come together is great things happen. You know, they built up Tulsa. They only had one half of Tulsa because the white folks wanted to keep their half and didn't allow us on their half. Didn't want us in their grocery stores. Didn't want us flying on their planes. Didn't want us riding on their buses, their taxis, any of that. So what we do, we start our own. You understand? Started our own business down there and called, you know, it's known today as the Black Wall Street, which ultimately now is known as the Tulsa race riot because they were so jealous of us to the point that these white folks then got together, Ku Klux Klan, and got their the National Guard and people like that came to destroy our side of town because we started making way more money than they was making. We became like very wealthy, like even more than they were. And so this is another great reason that we know that God is still with us. Let's go a little further. See right here. I'll make this a little bigger for people watching on screen. If you see that there, it's kind of blurry a little bit, but it's supposed to look like that because this is after they blew up all of our stuff. See them black clouds, our buildings just smoking. They set them all on fire. This was planned. And just a horrible, horrible thing to happen with us. You understand? And that was back in 1921 when they did this to us. Let's see.
Black Wall Street in Tulsa. Okay, destroyed on 6/1/1921. On May 31st and June 1st, 1921, mobs of white residents attacked black residents' homes and businesses, as well as culture and public institutions in the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma. An oil boom city, Greenwood was also known as Black Wall Street, one of the wealthiest black communities in the United States. As a result of this attack, 35 blocks were systematically looted and burnt, destroying 190 businesses and leaving 10,000 people homeless. The property loss estimate by the Tulsa Real Estate Exchange was the equivalent of $31 million in 2017, likely an underestimation. We lost many black multi-millionaires at that time back in 1921, but even still, we are all still here and thriving. This is more proof that God is with us.
See that? And this just proves what I was saying about what we did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when we were not allowed to, you know what I'm saying, go on the parts where the white people were at, the so-called best side of town. You understand? We're still like that to the day. To this day, you got a black side of town and a white side of town. Well, back in 1921, we had freedom to just do us. You understand? Without them helping us, without them getting on us, nothing. We actually put our minds together and created a glorious side of town. You understand? Build up all them buildings that they was talking about in this. We had over 190 businesses. You understand? 10,000 people wind up going homeless because of them us coming over there destroying us. We had our own taxis, buses, airport. We even had our own colleges. You understand? Where we was putting out doctors putting out lawyers, putting all kind of NASA people out, just all great things like that going on. And these people got so jealous of us because our dollar was worth way more than theirs that they came and destroyed us with the Ku Klux Klan and the National Guard out of all people. But this is never talked about on terrorist attacks, right? The worst terrorist is right here in the United States of America. They talk about all these people, you know, overseas, you know, the Al-Qaeda and all these other people. But the worst ones is right here. And they don't even talk about that. They don't even teach this in class. But like I said, this is another great reason how you know that the Most High is still with us. You understand? He's still rocking with us. We, his people, he's still giving us opportunities to come up out of these things and be great by being under him and following his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Coming into the ISUPK and being guided by Commanding General Yohana, who follows the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. And what he does is make sure that we do the same. And he's going to stick to it. He's going to hold us to the fire. So those are great reasons right there. Let's see what we got here.
We also know God is with us because of our inventions and creations. We created everything. No, us means none of our creations will exist. Creation such as.
See that? No, us means none of our creations would exist. Now, let's see what some of our creations are. I ain't going to go into a whole lot because we done created every damn thing. I'll make this bigger because this is a little blurry. I don't know how well you can see that, Priest.
Okay. Without Black inventors, you wouldn't have these products, inventors' dates, elevators.
See that? Imagine if you've been in one of them big buildings with 75 floors. And you got to walk up all them damn steps to get to your office or get to, you know, your doctor's appointment or whatever it is that's on that floor. Even if it's like a hotel, anything like that. If it wasn't for blacks, you would have to take stairs up all them damn flights. Can you imagine elderly people that can't hardly walk with a cane or in a wheelchair? How you going to get up all that without an elevator? That's heavy right there. Keep going, Priest.
Okay, we have fire extinguishers by Thomas Marshall.
Fire breakout. How you gonna put the fire out with no fire extinguisher? This is heavy, man. Heavy. Go ahead, sir.
Stethoscopes, Thomas Carlton.
Stethoscope.
Carrington, is that what that is? Carrington.
Yeah, Thomas Carrington. Thomas and Carrington. I know it's a little blurry.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see.
Yeah, a stethoscope. Imagine going to the doctor. He can't hear what's going on with you when he put stuff on your, put it on your your chest and your back, and so he can hear how your lungs are sounding and all that kind of stuff. This is heavy, and I can keep reading this, sir. So
I got it.
You got it? Because I know it's a little blurry.
Yeah, that's right. If I can't read it, I'll let you know. Okay, light bulbs. Lewis Lattimore.
Light bulbs. Need I need to say anything with that? Imagine not having light bulbs. That means no street lights, no anything that got to do with lights.
So Thomas Edison,
black folks. Huh?
Thomas Edison didn't make the light bulb?
Nah, man. Thomas Edison, you know, all them folks that bit off of us. They took our ideas,
stole it,
and took it and ran with it. Craziness.
Okay, we got the ironing board.
Got the ironing board.
Sarah Boone.
Can't even iron your clothes or none of that.
We have the milk. You want to speak on that some more?
No, I'm good on that. You can go keep going.
We got the mailbox by Paul Downing.
Now, what would we do without mailboxes, cluster boxes, any of that type of stuff? Our mail coming, you got your check in the mail, you got expensive, you got different things that's very important coming in the mail to you, and you don't have a place for the mailman to put it. That means he sits it right in front of your door to be open for anybody.
Anybody.
That's heavy right there.
Yeah, the mailman will have a bad day because everybody will flood him and flock around looking for their check.
As soon as he come up the street before he even get to your house.
Whoop his tail, where my check? I remember my mom used to.
Yeah. Hey, in the projects, I actually seen a lot of mailmen get jumped about coming late with that check.
Right. I see my mom. She set up shop on the mailman up in the Heights. She'll go up there. She know his route because I think her check would come in about 4 p.m. So she'll catch him about 11 because she know he's gonna be coming up on the Heights. She'll ambush him and get her check right from him before he even get to the house.
That's heavy. And people don't play about them checks.
Yeah.
Mailbox is very important.
Yeah. Because you got to be able to cash it too. The banks be closing shortly.
That one right there.
Yeah. Pencil sharpeners. John Love.
See that? Everybody know how important pencils is, especially in school with your kids. Of course, when you get an adult, we use mostly pens and things of that nature when you become an adult, but we might have had something to do with that as well. But that pencil is very important, man, with our kids. You need that thing, and you want to keep them pencils sharpened because they break a lot and they wear out a lot. So that's heavy in itself. What's the next one, sir?
We have traffic lights.
Traffic lights.
Garrett Morgan.
Traffic lights. Now imagine this. Traffic created by our folks. You know why? Because people used to just drive down the streets and they hit intersections and boom, we wrecking right into each other. Wrecking right into each other because nobody can see who coming in the intersection. So what's a black person do? Mr. Garrett Morgan, he said, I'm going to create a light so that the people coming this way on the intersection, they light to be green and they'll be on opposite sides of the road and they won't crash into each other, while the people traveling this way with each other be stopped at a red light. And then as soon as that light turn green, the other one will turn red, and then it won't be no crashes in that intersection area. That traffic light is heavy. You know how many wrecks it would be without the traffic light? That's crazy. Keep going, sir. Go ahead. You got something to say towards that?
Yeah, that was a major invention right there, boy. That was somebody using their brain.
Yes.
Thinking, how can I make this safe?
That's crazy.
We got children, we got our wives, we got ourselves. We got to be able to make it through these lights. And that was an incredible invention. That's one of my favorites.
Damn right.
Okay, we got blood plasma bags by Charles Drew.
Now imagine if this brother Charles Drew didn't create that blood plasma bag. You know how many people would be dying? Because I think this all ties in with the transfusions and everything like that. A brother had something to do with doing to keep people alive. No blood for somebody that lost a lot of blood or having serious issues to the point where they're ready to die. And because of this brother, it's so many lives that have been saved. And this is heavy, man. This is how you know the Most High is still with us. He allowing visions to come in our minds where we can create stuff like traffic lights, stethoscopes, light bulbs, elevators, fire extinguishers. You understand? Airplanes, which ain't on here, but that's one of them as well. Cars driving. It's all kind of crazy stuff, man. And what's this last one you see here, sir?
Air conditioning unit.
Conditioning unit.
Jones.
Go ahead.
Frederick Jones. Go ahead.
Frederick Jones, air conditioning unit. Can you imagine not having air? Of course, we ain't think about air right now here in Ohio. You understand? Because it's cold and I don't know what out there, man. My face was hurting out of that stuff, man. But hey, air conditioning. Yes.
Much air conditioning. much air conditioning.
Can you imagine not having air conditioning on these 98-degree days, 100-degree days, 105-degree days with no air conditioning? That would be horrific. Just imagine being at work. You being at work in a corporate office. You ain't got no air in there. That's heavy. But these are great reasons. Go ahead, sir.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, where that heat is ridiculous.
And
I
you don't
remember
have
my
an AC?
ribs flew into we was going to Vegas, but we stopped in Phoenix. We could actually feel the heat coming through the airplane before we even landed. The heat was going past the air.
Yeah.
The plane got instantly hot. I believe it was like 110, 111 degrees or something crazy like that day in Phoenix. We was there for about an hour before we took back off to go and land in Vegas. But man, that heat, whoo, that heat was heavy.
I was in Florida. It's lucky I was in Florida, and you could see the waves. Oh no, I'll tell you what. Let me go a little bit deeper than that one. When I was in the military, when I landed in Saddam Hussein Airport,
Right.
And when I got off that airplane, I mean, you could see the waves of the heat waves. It was thick. It was so thick you could just see it. And I never experienced no heat like that. I mean, I remember 142 degrees.
God.
It was smoking.
That is crazy right there.
And I said, I see why those Arabs is crazy, wanting to kill up everything. So damn hot over there, make you mad.
Now, how did y'all survive in that type of heat?
Man, let me tell you this, brother. It was so hot. Most of the time we had a lot of downtime because you can't do nothing. It's so hot. We had heat categories that you reach a certain temperature, operations are shut down. You can't do anything. So we're in this tent. We're in the desert, and all you could do is just drink a whole lot of water. They would bring like coolers. They would set up freezers and stuff like that, run electricity, but there was no AC. But you would see typically it's like 125 degrees daily. But like I said, I've seen 142 degrees. And like when it dropped down to like 88 degrees, because it's so hot, you'll be freezing. You have to get underneath the sleeping bag because it's cold at night because it's so hot. Your body, I think they call it climatizing your body. You're being climatized. Like when you get in the pool, when you first get in, it's cold. Then after 3 minutes, your body adjusts to it.
That's heavy.
That's how it was over there in Kuwait. It was real hot. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
let's see what we got next over here. See what we got next.
We know that God is with us because we created transportation and safety, traffic lights,
which we went over, but keep going.
Garrett Morgan's 3-position traffic signal, including the yellow warning light, improved road safety globally,
which is what we kind of just went over. Just how important these lights are, giving you different signals to let ongoing traffic know what to adhere to. You understand? Coming from different directions so that we don't kill each other. All right, go ahead, sir, with the next one.
Gas mask, also by Garrett Morgan. Oh, this brother did a couple of things. Oh, I might look him up. Be a bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Gas mask, also Garrett Morgan. The device protected firefighters and soldiers,
which I know you could speak to, sir. Being in the service, I know y'all had something y'all had to do during boot camp, didn't you? That required the gas mask, and then they even made you take it off at some point.
Yeah, we took those when we, like I was just saying, when we was over in the Middle East, so-called Middle East. We had those on us. You had to carry that with you because of chemical. We had to be in. We had the threat of chemical warfare, so we have to keep our masks. I have one today.
Oh, you got one right now. That's good.
Oh yeah, man, I'm ready.
You ready for it? Yeah, I know you ready, sir.
All I need is a bunker, and I'll be complete with everything. Somebody can help me get a bunker. I'll be all right.
Yeah, I know you good to go with ready for what you need to be ready for.
I got everything. Okay. Automatic elevator doors. Alexander Miles. Invention prevented elevators from opening without stopping, making them safer. And now we have the fire escape ladder. My fault. It's a lot there. Joseph Winters invented a safe, portable ladder for buildings.
See that? What would you do if you didn't have a ladder to be able to get up buildings for a variety of reasons to save people. Like in this case, it's saying a fire escape ladder, which means if there's a big fire or something, you own them big buildings that they have in the bigger cities, there's no way for you to get down. Like you won't be able to get down, especially in the inside the building, because if there's a fire, this brother created the fire escape ladder so that you can climb down the ladder safely on the outside of the building and not be in there dealing with breathing in gases and fumes or just catching on fire or even burning up. That's how heavy this fire escape ladder was. Can you imagine not having that, living in them huge buildings? Look at a lot of them projects up in New York and Chicago and just all these major cities that got these big mini floor projects. That would just be crazy not to have a fire escape just in itself. But keep going, sir.
Home security system. Marie Van Britton Brown created the first closed circuit TV security system with a camera, microphone, and peephole.
See that? We know how important security systems are. To this day, they're being used. And to this day, they didn't got upgraded. You can talk through them now, even if you can be in Kansas somewhere and somebody can come in front of your house and the camera will pick it up and you can talk to them. Hey man, what's up? What you need? And they don't know if you home or if you away somewhere. So that's a heavy thing right there. Just having that, and your home is being protected because people are like, man, I ain't gonna come in there now. They can see me, they can hear me, and they're probably in there. So that home security system is heavy.
Open heart surgery. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams performed one of the first successful open heart surgeries.
And look how many people this open heart surgery done saved, including people in my own family and everybody's family, just about. People having different things going on. And these doctors, they done got to the point, they done got great at doing open heart surgeries, man. They can go in there and clean out your artery, and but they doing like bypasses and triple bypasses and things of that nature, saving some of our people, man. That's heavy. This is how we know God is still with us, when we see stuff like this. He put stuff in our mind to be able to create and perform something like this. This is heavy, man. You know He with us because on stuff like this alone. You got something to say on that, sir, before we go to the next one?
No, it just amazed me how all these creations. I like the fire escape. That was a brilliant idea, on the outside, climb out, get out the building.
Right.
Okay, we have blood bank. Charles Drew developed improved techniques for blood storage and transfusion.
See, it's like I was saying when we was on that last one, and I was saying this leads into like the transfusions. Look how many people's lives has been saved because of blood transfusions. Well, somebody else then gave blood, and they can use that blood if it matches up with the person and save that person's life. That's crazy, man. This is how you know God is still with us, when we doing great stuff like this. And this ain't even just for our people, but this for the whole entire world. When you can do stuff like this and save lives, you understand? We know God with us when we're the people out of all the people on the earth that's coming up with this stuff that make considerable changes in people's lives. That's heavy. Well, go ahead, sir.
Why wouldn't you want God's people to rule the earth? It'll be a better place. Look at all these inventions they're doing, saving lives. All these things are for safety and saving lives when you read this stuff. Yeah, that's why we should be ruling.
Period.
We wouldn't have the animals in the backyard now, would we?
Not at all.
Proper place. Yeah, he's just ridiculous with that cutting down these trees, destroying forests. It's ridiculous. I said once before we was talking about this, Shalak, like You see places like Detroit, Ohio, all these abandoned buildings. All you had to do is knock those buildings down and rebuild on top of it. But Smarty, he's such a destroyer of the earth, and that's why he's called the devil. And the devil knows his time is short, so he's gonna go out and then bang, destroy the whole earth so nobody else can live on it, because he know his time is up, where he's gonna be gone. Think about that, Shalak. You could just easily rebuild on something that you built on, but Smarty goes out, destroys more woods, the animals everywhere, everything's out of order because of him. The seas are polluted, the sky, the ozone layer is destroyed.
Yeah,
he just does so much damage. But that's all I want to say on that one.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Okay. Beat me up.
All right, there you go. Whoops. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Blood banks. Oh, we already did that one. IBM PC technology. Martin co-invented key components for the first IBM personal computers.
Now imagine where we would be without that. This is a brother.
This is a good one right here, Shalak. The reason why I say that, because of this technology right here, even though you talk about Windows, but a black man created this. Just think about this. We're able to see the UPK. And that's how I learned about the Israelites. I didn't know.
We learned about them.
Watching
videos on the computer.
We don't even know. We don't know nothing. We come from the country, but fuck Egypt. That's where we from.
Yeah, right.
Nothing. We just some old country boys.
That's it.
And because of technology, computers, we can actually. I guess that's when the Most High said, knowledge shall increase.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to hear the gospel. This is how you're going to get to the gospel, because the computers.
Kind out of one kind. There's people in Australia can listen to us right now,
right
now while we're on here. That invention right there is what we're doing right now. We're using what he invented right here, right now. People can see us live on this show right now because of that.
That's crazy. That's one of the greatest technology. I could talk to somebody on the other side of the earth and see them.
Damn right.
How they do it, I don't know.
Just think, that cartoon, The Jetsons.
Yeah.
That came about because of brothers like him. You understand? When you actually seen people talking to people through the computer. When we was kids, we was like, that'd be cool to be able to talk to somebody through the computer.
Yeah.
Me and you doing it right now. Me and you ain't in the same room.
Right. And it's amazing to me, but we take it for granted, but that is one of the greatest inventions. A cell phone, TV, whatever.
Yes.
You can talk to somebody that's not even in the room with you. You telling me that we don't have a God? You out your mind.
Sir. It's because of Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Why we can sit here and do so many things on this earth, have safety, not be killed because of stupid stuff, because they done created things that make things easier for people. You understand? To travel, to come up and down ladders, to go on the elevators, to go on an airplane and get from, Africa to Kansas City here in the United States or somewhere like that. Just to be able to get there fast in an airplane, just in a matter of some hours. You understand? Something that would take you forever. When you go back and you do the history on how long it took to get here to America, you understand? I think they said something like a year and a half it took to get on a boat and come to America from all the way over from them third world countries over there. That's heavy. Now you can get on the airplane and then just get somewhere in a matter of some hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy. This is how the Most High is with us. We the one that creating this stuff, giving the people better lives to live on our backs.
Right. We invent this stuff. We invent this stuff to make the world a better place, and you hate us for it. You steal it. You steal it from us. Take the credit and still hate us. If I was, everybody got their part to play, but I'd be encouraging the black people if I was a different nation. I'm like, y'all go.
Tell them what we'll do next.
Yeah. Because y'all some peaceful people. I'll just be saluting the Israelites if I wasn't an Israelite.
Yeah, damn right, sir. And before we go further, let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Okay.
Ham.
See, we got my rib Naamashah. Got okay, I see your rib Nadaba up in here.
Mm-hmm.
We got
ham sandwich.
Ham University. He from going ham.
Yeah, he go Wadata.
Wadata. I don't know what that means, but all right. But welcome to the chat.
Wadata. That was a Pootie Tang.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Remember?
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. I remember that.
Yeah, remember you're a movie buff, but I am too.
Yeah. That brother Baki are heavy.
Yeah, I'm coming for him. I want the crown because I heard he's tough.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch a lot of movies. That brother. Surprised he don't play a part.
Right.
All right, we got one more on here.
Who?
Modern. We'll see, make it bigger for you.
Actually. Oh, okay.
There we go.
We know that God is with us because we created. Oh, we did this one already.
Yeah, the very last one is the one we had.
Oh, we got one more to go. Oh, I see. Yep. Like modern
telephone.
That's modern telephone.
Telephony. Yeah, it's small. It's small.
Okay, I see it now. Research by Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson paved the way for caller ID, call waiting, and the fax machine.
Now, how heavy is that?
Ooh, that sister did that.
How heavy is that? This sister, Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson. You know that's a nigga right there.
Yeah,
Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson.
It sounds like a Christian singer.
Yeah. Caller ID, fax machine. Man, that's heavy. Now we got the advantage. Somebody calling you, you can look and see who calling you. So people can't be calling you and pranking you and carrying on. It's a number you don't recognize, a name you don't recognize. Like, oh man, I'm gonna let them leave a message because I don't know who that is. And then come to find out it's somebody trying to prank you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that was designed for bill collectors.
Yeah, it probably was. That's one of the many reasons.
Hey, remember your mom used to say the bill collector used to come to the house back in the day when we was growing up, and she like, tell him I ain't home. And I ain't gonna say no names. I'll tell you after the show. But man, I got a good laugh out of that because I'll tell you who it is later on. He said, hey, tell him I'm here. And then he go outside. My mom said she ain't here. So I'll tell you that story a little bit later.
But let me tell you something. Piggybacking off of that.
Yeah.
My rib got a story, man. She used to work at a place where, she had to do like collections type stuff. I had to call to get people to try to pay their bill or whatever, or try to help them find a way to be able to pay their bill, something like that. So she called the house. Little boy answered the phone. He says, hello. She says, yeah. Can I speak to, she said the mother's name or whatever. Is that your mommy? Yeah. Her not here. Mommy said her not here. And then did he say what? And then the mom was like, hang up the phone. Tell him I ain't here. What is you doing? Ma'am, I know you're there.
That's what your rib did.
I think she said something like that. I have to have her tell you the rest of it. But a kid ain't gonna lie for you, man. I mean, they'll say what you said.
They don't know how to tell that lie.
Yeah. They're gonna say it in a way that, you the one told me to say this. Now,
you said here.
Yeah, her not here. My mommy not here. That's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got next here.
How else do we know that God is with us in this strange land of our enemies?
Bingo.
God placed a black leader to lead us. Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana. This is a great way to know, to you blacks, Hispanics, and natives out there. You understand? The Israelites. We make up the 12 tribes of Israelites. You understand? Was put on cargo slave ships and shipped out throughout the four corners of the earth, in particular here in the Americas, North, South, and Central America. You understand? And the Most High gave us this great man right here who you see on this screen, Commanding General Yohana, who you hear us talk about all the time. This is how we know in particular that the Most High is still with us. He created
Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Teaches God's laws, statutes, and commandments. God is with us. He needs General Yohana.
See that? This is a mighty powerful man right here. You know why? Because he never left the ship. You understand? This is a general that stayed on his ship. You know what I'm saying? When he was in ISUPK back in the day, and a lot of people, we had a little split. People wanted to leave and things of that nature, didn't want to stay and put the work in. This brother stayed. He stayed. He grabbed some brothers who you can see as our generals right now up under him. You understand? They stayed with him and helped build this back up, build this school back up. Because this thing was like huge and still to this day huge for General Yohana. You understand? He want to make sure that we stick together, and this man lives for our people, and this man will die for our people, and that's why I will die for our people and live for our people. I'll strap up my boots and go out here and do this work because this man did it. This is a man right here. When things got rough, he was staying the night in the school, sleeping on the floor. You understand? He wasn't worried about trying to find somewhere to stay or nothing like that. As long as he could lay his head in the school just to keep this thing rolling, man. He knew how important it was that we had to have a leader like himself. And look at him now. This is 13 Shield, Commanding General Yohana of the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful brother right here, man. One that I'm happy to call General.
God is with us because the UN, thanks a lot, brother. The UN and the world leaders need this man in those meetings, sitting at the head of the table. He will get rid of constitutional rights known as amendments, along with governmental laws, and replace them with the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments. He will then incorporate the Lord's army, ISUPK, all throughout the earth, led by the Lord priests, such as the general captains, high-ranking officers, along with lower-ranking officers and troopers, who will all join General Yohana in teaching the world the oracles of God, thus letting them know that we are chosen by God.
See that? This is what Commander General Yohana, the message he's putting out here. You understand? And this is why the UN, you need to hire this man to be the leader of the world. You understand? In particular, the leader of this new world, because he will incorporate what God wanted us to incorporate from the beginning. This is the reason why we fell off, because we got away from them law, statutes, and commandments. General Yohana will make sure that them laws, statutes, and commandments will be in place. You will see him hanging up in people's houses, and you have to learn to live like this. Live by this Bible, you understand? And we're going to not fall off. We're going to make sure we keep those commandments, those laws and statutes, you understand? Follow the holy days. Keep the Sabbath day and keep it holy. And the reason why this is important is because we, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, we are God's chosen people, you understand? And we are set apart. We are a holy people, which means set apart. And the way we stay set apart is because we're up under God, because we've been chosen by God. You understand? And this is something that General Yohana wants to keep in all of our lives. He wants us to be right up under the Most High. Because when he is with us, there's nothing that anybody can do to us. We don't need no weapons. We don't need nothing. We was going over that a little bit last week in the brotherhood class. When we do what the Most High wanted us to do out the gate, these are the types of things that can happen when he with us. What was that, a few weeks ago, sir? We was talking about how he said, well, there's 2 or 3 witnesses or praying praying to him, there he will be in the midst of us.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was pointing out how, well, what if it's 30,000 of us? What if it's 1 million of us together? Just how much would the Most High God be with us? You understand? This is something that Commanding General Yohana is bringing out to everybody. And you get into ISUPK, that's the life you'll live. Let's see what we got next here.
God is with us because the UN and the world.
No, this
leaders,
is the same thing we just read.
Okay. Done.
Let's go to the next thing.
Let's see what the Bible says about the Lord being with us or not.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, next one. We're going to jump into these scriptures.
1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Mm-hmm. And what you get out of that scripture, sir?
Oh, well, what I get out of that is the UPK is the home of the truth because they're teaching the true word of God.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to hold fast, meaning we got to endure, we got to stay with good sound doctrine. And
count out of one kind. Couldn't have said that better.
Like the brother in the chat, he put this word in here, so I was trying to figure out what he's talking about. So this goes along to the question that you had asked. He got a word in there. Can you see this at Zion? He
says Salanam Mashpasha.
Yeah, this term you likely intended is a Yiddish word meaning family or extended family.
Okay.
See, this is part of what you're saying. This is Yiddish. This is not the ancient Paleo Hebrew. So we got to hold fast, which is good, and not be thrown to and fro. I can't even talk today. Thrown to and forth, and in doctrines of the devils. What I'm trying to say, Lord,
that's heavy.
Yeah, that's it. See, Yiddish. Okay.
All right, cool.
What did it mean to you?
I didn't know what the brother was saying right there.
Yeah,
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to touch up on it. You kind of jumped right on it to what I was going to say with it. And we got to prove all things and hold fast, which is good that which is good, which these commandments, laws, and statutes is what's good for us. And as long as we hold on to that, we'll be able to always prove all things, because these scriptures is the word of God. You understand? So when we do that, we will prove all things. And that's leading into going into this next scripture.
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
See, like I was just saying, this is how you know God is with us. He chose us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He chose us. You understand? We're the Israelites. We're the 12 tribes of Israel. And like you just heard the brother read, right here in Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art an holy people, a separate people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. He wanted us all to himself because he know how special we are. He made us that special. We built that way. We built in his image. And we are above all people that are upon this entire face of the earth. That's the Most High put us. Now, in order to live out through that greatness, to show that we're above all people and to be that way, we have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments and come back together in brotherhood and in sisterhood and really live out this life like we're supposed to. And you'll see, but just for him to choose us and separate us from all the nations on the earth and say we're above all of them. That's how us blacks, Hispanics, and natives know that the Most High God is with us. You understand? Let's see. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I got a text. I got a private text. I'm gonna go into Garrett Morgan, the guy who invented what we were looking at, looked it up. Garrett Morgan was born in Paris, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
in the city Claysville area on March the 4th, 1877. A formerly enslaved parent and later moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where he
Mm-hmm.
became a successful businessman and an inventor. And then I got a text saying first time in American history that a domestic city was bombed by a crop planes. The Gap Band song "Drop the Bomb on Me" referred to what happened in Tulsa.
That's
Yeah,
heavy.
they're from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's right. They're heavy. That's
Gap
heavy.
Band.
That's heavy, sir.
Yeah. Appreciate that little information.
That's real
Okay.
heavy right there. People that's tuning in, you seeing how important not only to the world, but to the Most High. He chose us to be separate for a reason. And you just seen it right there with the brother just read from a text that he got. You understand? Just to piggyback off of what we've been going over. And that's heavy and tags right along to what we were saying. And so that's heavy in itself. So let's see what we got here next to go into. That was Deuteronomy 7:6 we read. Let's go into this Romans.
Okay. Romans 3:1. What advantage then has the Jews, or what profit is there of circumcision?
Mm-hmm.
Romans 3:2. Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
See that? What do you now when you see these scriptures, sir? What do you get out of that?
See, chiefly, mainly, it was the scriptures was given to the Israelites. For the Israelites, the oracles of God is giving only to the nation of Israel.
Kind out of one kind.
So we are the ones who's supposed to run the earth. But as you can see, there's order into everything. So because of the disobedience, we're not the head, we're the tail. So therefore, we got to climb and fight our way back to righteousness for the earth. So when this is all said and done, Israel will be ruling this earth in righteousness. So that's what it means to me. What it means
that's
to
heavy.
You, what do you see?
I promise you, sir. You just took everything out of my mouth that I was getting ready to say. You said it spot on. I think there's nothing else need to be said with this.
Right.
You nailed it right there.
The oracles of God. This is what God ordained. All you see in the Bible being played out is already written. The victory is already won. All we're doing is living out what's already written, what God had planned. Nothing and no one can stop this, what God ordained.
That's heavy. That's real heavy. People don't know, man. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's right here in this Bible. Pick up that Bible, man. And you get to the point where you can't pick up on things. You don't understand certain things. That's why you got the priest right here in front of you on the screen. And any class you watch, any of the brothers you see from ISUPK, you come on to our classes, ask questions, call the numbers to the ISUPK schools in your location, state or city or whatever. We'll get your answers. We'll get your questions answered. If you have anything, any question you get from reading this Bible, man, our job as priests is to make sure that we put this out here. We teach the word of God, you understand? And the word of God is our life story. It's how we need to run our life, live our life. You know, it tells us what to eat, what to drink. You know what I'm saying? What type of clothes we should wear. You understand? How we should react and how we should be towards one another and all kinds of things like that, man. It's just, this Bible is our life book, man.
The Bible, to me, is when you just look at it, Shalak, for what it is. You can have any other God you want, but there's no God who's accurate like this. To inspire man to write something that he says is going to happen.
Damn right, sir.
It's going to happen. Everything it said it was going to happen, happened. And it's still happening today. Have you read in Revelations the 12 gates with the 12 angels?
Damn right.
With the name of the who? Name of the children of Israel, ruling in righteousness. There's no getting around it. You're just playing your part. And stop lying about who we're not. You're not going. You can try to resist God all you want. You can resist us, but you can't resist the will of God. You can't.
Not one kind.
And this book is real.
That's heavy.
And I like Exodus. We're the winners in this book, Shalat.
Damn right.
Exodus 4, verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thy hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
See that? This took it back to those days in Exodus where, you know, the Pharaoh was over us. We was in captivity in Egypt. You understand? Right. We was in slavery. And the Most High was giving some instructions to Moses, our brother, you understand, who was leading at that time. He told him, he said, man, you go on back in there, and I'm gonna let you see thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh. I'm gonna have you doing some things that to the naked eye, people will be like, man, what a God that is to be able to have a man do something like this. You know what I mean? And then he said, which I will have put in thine hand, which that, remember, Moses had that staff in his hand. Mm-hmm. He had him doing all kinds of crazy stuff with the staff just to show Pharaoh, man, look, you playing with the Most High God right here and you messing with his people. See, the whole thing he was trying to do was get him to free us. But the Most High has another plan because he know that Pharaoh was made to be a hard dude. You understand? He gonna give us hard labor and treat us like slaves. He ain't gonna treat us like his people. So he kept his heart hardened, that he shall not let our people go. Mm-hmm. And what you got more towards that, sir?
Yeah, I want to touch on the part where, watch this. I like the part right here where it says, I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
God.
Letting you know who's in control, God. This, whatever you say, this is God's program. He's going to run it the way he sees fit. He's going to harden Pharaoh's heart so he don't let him go. Because God's going to do something later on, right?
He's going to do something.
Because he can do what he will with whoever he wants. He didn't say anything about all people. He says his people. He can choose what he loves and what he doesn't love and harden who he wants to harden. And when we look at it today, we're still in a captivity. We go from one captivity to the next. Today, we are modern day slaves in a place where they won't let us go. Mm-hmm. So, but at the end of every captivity, what happens? The God frees his people. And this is what's going to happen to America. It's going to be destroyed. So let me move on. Exodus 4, verse 22. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
See that? He said, Israel is my son.
Just what we just went into.
Even my firstborn. Khan out of one khan, sir.
Just what we just talked about. Listen to the Bible, Christians, Muslims. Listen to the Bible. This is not all come together. We're in the buddy system. They're not. These people are not friendly to you. Think about it. Mm-hmm. They want to rule the earth, and they don't want to share it with you
at all. That's heavy in itself.
It is. Wake up. This book is not for everybody. This is the book of the Israelite. And then you hear me say this often when we have these videos, we do these videos. Mm-hmm. I say it so much that I want you to hear it. I want it in your spirit. Understand. God hardened Pharaoh's heart. He didn't harden the Israelites' heart.
Damn right. Kind out of one kind. With that, let's move on to the next one. That scripture just said it all right there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Deuteronomy 20, 21 through 4. When thou goest out to battle against thy enemies, and seest horses and chariots and people more than thou, do not afraid of them. For the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Keep going.
That's more concrete evidence right there. God is dealing with the Israelites against their enemies. Verse 2, okay. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. Verse 3. And shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your heart faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. Verse 4. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you.
Now, keep in mind, folks, everybody that's doing, the title of this class is How Does Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives Know That God is With Us? And you just heard the brother read this Deuteronomy 20, verse 1 through 4. So here what you see in these verses 1 through 4 is that we are in what most people with carnal minds would say, we are at the wrong place at the wrong time. But righteous and God-fearing people, God-fearing men, such as the ISUPK, that has the Lord with us, we may only have, 10 to 15 people at camp when we out at camp. And there may be, 100, 200 scoffers may try to roll up on us, try to make us fear them, right? They may come with guns, knives, horses, and chariots, like they did against the Kentucky 8, right? But verse 3 said it very clear. Hear, O Israel. See that? It's saying, listen, Israelites, when you go out to battle your enemies, he said, let not your hearts faint. Fear not. Don't tremble. And do not be terrified of them. You want to know why, Israel? Because the Lord our God, Yahweh, is with us. He will fight for us against our enemies. That's what it's saying in these scriptures right here. Verse 1 through 4 in Deuteronomy chapter 20. That's heavy. That's super heavy right there. And y'all got to understand, to have somebody like this, like the God we have, to be able to make the mistakes and sins and things that we did for centuries, and to have him come back over and over again and give us opportunities to be great and to stay as his people, right? And to stay set apart, only for him to give us opportunity after opportunity. That's heavy. And I'm telling you, when we teaching y'all, you need to take notes. Open them Bibles up and take notes, because this is heavy. Let me see. We got the scripture going live here. I see that our brother Bakiar, Preaching Officer 50 Bakiar in the chat, saying Lord Christ. Got see my sister, my rib, the Amashah. ISUPK is the home of the truth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives are the most high chosen people. Damn right. The original Jews. Kwam Yashrala. Damn right. Kwam Yashrala. We got I see your rib in here, not a Bob. Okay, yeah, she agreeing with my rib. Now I'm a shot saying absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sis. And then you got you got Sister Nadaba again. The water for the class family, excellent as usual. Enjoy Feast of Dedication this whole week. Shalom, Lord Christ. Damn right.
Yeah,
sis.
I'll be down Wednesday to get me a plate.
Okay.
Shalak, you going to if you want to come by, let me know.
I'll be
down Wednesday.
I'll roll over with you if you need me to.
All right. What time you get off?
I'll probably have to let you know
that later.
Yeah, I'll let you know that day.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later. I got a precept for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We got Judges 3 and 1. Because a lot of people wonder why, the Bible speaks in a certain language, because God has an order. And we have to understand. I know you've been taught a lot of things that are not biblical. It's things in your mind. You would think that God created everybody to be equal, but that's not so. He created everything with order, even the angels. Now, you might ask, then what about the other nations, the heathens? Everybody's worried about that, right? I'm going to read a quick scripture. I'm not going to read the whole thing for the time's sake, but I'm going to read Judges 3 and 1 for you, all right? Is that cool? Check this out.
Yeah, sir.
Now, these are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them, even as many of Israel has not known of the wars of Canaan. Now I'm gonna read it one more time. Now these are the nations, plural, which the Lord left to prove Israel. The nations are here to prove us. Are we worthy of this rulership of kingship that's coming to rule the earth? We're here to prove, they're here to prove us. Are you going to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God?
Damn right. That's
heavy.
Why
you see Christmas is going to come up, which is not biblical, because the Bible, Jeremiah tell you, what is it, Jeremiah 10:1?
Yes. Fear nothing.
Don't do Christmas. We have to listen to the words of the Most High to get out of this situation, because this is the reason why we're in this situation, because we thought it was better to follow the heathen, the other nations, when we got a God and their God is made up. Now, do that make any sense to you, Shalak?
Not at all.
So now we're waking up to the fact that the Bible is our history book. We have to come back to our law, statutes, and commandments and follow our God for us to get out the projects, to get off drugs.
And that's how you could guarantee God gonna be with us when you listen to what he said.
Stop eating ham. I mean, think about it. Yeah, Alec ham is swine is so good that you got to eat it. The Most High God created so many things, but you're so rebellious. You said it's okay to eat it when God told us no. Now you wonder why we slaves. Remember, he judged us as a nation. He didn't judge us individual. He judged us all. He took the good Israelites with the bad ones, and he lumped us together, and we all was at the bottom of that ship. Am I correct, Shalak?
Damn right.
And guess who was steering that boat? It wasn't a mixed multitude. It was your local neighborhood friendly Mr. White Man.
That's it. Damn right, sir. And let me piggyback off of that too. Just like when people say when they say stuff like dang, what did you? It was some point you made. It just slipped my doggone mind that fast. Some point you just made. And you said, just left me. I needed to get this out, man.
Oh Lord, you should have interrupted.
I should have said. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Sometimes you got to, Shalak, and that's fine. You got to if it's the spirit hit, you got to let it go. Sometimes.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Piggybacking off what you said, we paying for the sins of our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers.
Yeah.
Right. Just like we paying for those sins. This is why you always hear us say in Isaiah, the 21st chapter, how we say these white folks gonna have to pay for the sins and the iniquity of their fathers, because we are paying for the iniquities of our fathers under you to this day, and you're benefiting because of it. But that's why you always hear us say that. And people say, well, you hear a lot of white guys say, well, man, that ain't had nothing to do with me. I mean, that was my ancestors. But you living off the fruits of what they did, off of our back. You understand? You got all these banks and all just everything, and we on the bottom and you on the top. So it comes a time where you're gonna have to pay for the iniquities of your fathers.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, sir. What did you want to say? When you think about what we're going through, it's the same cycle repeating itself over and over again. The slave auction block, right? The slave, fine, strong buck. The huzzy, or whatever you want to, whatever they call it, the sisters, but I'll call out our sisters' names. We're all on the auction block, and you look at these NBA and NFL drafts. What's different than what they did then? Only difference is
like we're on Wall Street.
Yeah, they give us the money. You don't know where you at. Have you not looked at the money?
Right.
Look on the money. Who printed the money? What was that scripture said? Render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Whose image is on it? Christ was telling them. They was trying to say it's Caesar's money. He formed it. He fashioned the money. Give it to him.
They don't want nothing to do with that money. With a
look
white
at the
man's
image of the money, and you don't see your image on that money. That lets you know you're a slave.
That's it right there. And we ain't nowhere to be found on that money.
Say that again, Scott.
We ain't nowhere to be found on that money.
Nowhere on that money. But we circulate the money.
That's it.
That's it. Just slaves.
That's it. Let's see what we got here going.
Okay, Deuteronomy. Okay, we already read
just in there, so we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 7. The Lord should cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before these 7 ways. Deuteronomy 20.
Now hold on one second. Just to touch on that, verse 7. See, this verse is kind of self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? With what's being said, the Lord will cause our enemies to be smitten. In other words, they will be struck. You understand? Afflicted and severely impacted by his judgment on them. They want to cause us harm, and they want to smoke with us from the beginning. You understand? But we'll quickly realize their error in messing with God's chosen people, and you'll see them flee, meaning they'll take off running for dear life 7 ways due to the Lord's anger towards them. So that's what that's going into in that Deuteronomy verse 7 right there. Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. You said it well. I mean, I can't say it any better than what you just did.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Deuteronomy 28, verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by my name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee.
See that?
This is once again, Shalak, listen to me. He's talking to the children of Israel.
Talking to the children of Israel.
All through this Bible.
And they will all see that we are called and chosen by the Lord, and will be very afraid of us. You understand? Like they are now. We walk by them. Yes, we walk by them. They locking their doors on their cars. Their heads go down. You just see them trembling. This proves that the Lord will battle for us, and he with us. That in itself, when you just see that fear come on people, and see what it is, we got a glow on us. We have a light on us because we separate and set apart. We have a light on us, and people don't know how to handle that from other nations. That's why you see them stare at you. They're looking at you weird. They don't know how to even react when they see us. There's a power that come off of us because we're the chosen, and they don't know how to handle that. And that's why you see them do weird stuff sometimes. Like you might get called a racial slur. They might look, here they come, there they go again. Make comments like that because they see that power on us. And it's unexplainable because they will never understand where we're at and who we are. But the thing we need to do is make sure we get our people to understand where we're at and who we are. Once that happens, then we'll be able to understand ignorant ass people like that who don't know how to read what's going on when they see that glow on us.
They're not just physically afraid of us. They see us reading this Bible coming up, the valley of the dry bones coming alive right now. The Spirit of the Lord getting back into us, that warrior. They see that mighty army building up. They see that we're reading these scriptures and we're surgical with this Bible. You hear me?
Right.
We're cutting them asunder with these words of God, not our words, with the words of God. And we've been reading it all since we started this program. You hear the Lord talking to us, telling us to do this, don't be afraid of them. That's what, and he's telling us right now, don't be afraid of them. I'm with you.
Damn right.
I'm with you. He's with us right now. We don't need a bomb, a nuclear weapon, because our God is greater than that. His power is more deadly, more potent than any weapon that the white man could ever create. Because and y'all didn't destroy this Bible. You made a grave mistake. You made a big mistake. You shouldn't have let us read, and you shouldn't have let us out of slavery. But we all know it's the hand of the Lord. We know it. There's nothing you can do about it. You are afraid of people who don't even have weapons, but we do got a weapon. Know why? Because we got this Bible.
Got the Bible and got the Most High standing right there with us.
And we're going to execute judgment, thus said the Lord.
In the midst, he is. Let's see what we got here next. Coming down to the nitty gritty.
Psalms 135, verse 4. For the Lord has chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for this peculiar treasure. Now,
this is interesting. This is an interesting verse because here the name Jacob and Israel are synonymous with each other. You understand? Now, why is that? Is because Jacob was our forefather, you understand, of the blacks. When you hear about the blacks, the so-called Afro-Americans, African-Americans, that's well, actually, let's put it this way. Jacob was
the
our
father of the
forefather
12 tribes,
of the
12
12
tribes of
tribes.
Israel.
You
That's how you
understand?
say.
Right. It was father of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Hispanics, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives all come from Jacob. But remember, Jacob's name was changed. I believe it was Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter. His name was changed to Israel. You understand? So Psalms is just saying he chose Jacob. Most High chose Jacob for himself and the Israelites for his peculiar treasure, meaning we are his prized possessions, royal priesthood. We get favor from the Lord. And that's what he's saying on that. You got something to say on that, sir, before we move on to the
Yeah,
next one?
Let me see if I got the one I'm looking for. Let me find a better version real quick. I'm gonna read what you just said.
Yeah, and for that Lord.
Yeah, we're gonna let me pull that up. I think that's what's that Genesis? Or is that
That's
30?
Psalms 135:4. Oh, you talking about the when he changed his
Name
name?
change it. Yeah, that was Genesis 32.
32, and I believe verse
22,
22, 28, something like that.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I like when you put the scriptures. I like to prove all things, go into the Bible.
Yeah, we got to prove all things.
Read what we're saying.
So it should be in verse 28, I believe. Or was it 20?
It's somewhere around there. Genesis 32, 22, somewhere in that area. Let me look it up. Maybe I'll Google it.
Yeah.
Find it a little faster.
Yeah, but for you guys watching, Jacob's name was changed. And that's why we're not the 12 tribes of Jacob. You understand? Because his name was changed after a nice little wrestling match he had, which the priest is going to get it for you right here. So
you're right. Yep, 28. I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, read that for him real quick, sir.
I got you. Genesis 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
Mm-hmm.
For as a prince has thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
Mm-hmm. Now read that first part one more time.
Okay. Genesis 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
But Israel. And because he's the father and a progenitor of of all of us Israelites, we were called Israelites after Israel. You understand? But Israel was originally Jacob. He had his name changed to that.
And
so that's why he's saying, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, so I'm saying that's why I was saying in Psalms right here, you see on the screen, 135:4, for the Lord have chosen Jacob unto himself, Israel. And it says, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. You understand? So that's heavy in itself right there. Let's see what we got. Go ahead. So you got something to say before we move on?
Yeah, well, I was going to say about this name change. You could see how they took our language from us and they gave us these new names. Mm-hmm. They changed our names to hide our identity. But now we're waking up, taking it back. As you can see, we have government names today. Mm-hmm. We're going back to, I changed my name. We changed our names back to Israel. Because that's who we are. And you see it today. We got new names. We got Shalak, Yala, Malakma. We got all these names. We got Nadaba. We got Namasha, Bakia. All these names. You see, because people, the Christians in the world, they act like something is wrong with us because we changed our names. Yeah, I changed my name because they took my name. I want it back.
Yeah, so we have slave names, so we want to get back to our names.
Right. So this is for the Christians because they always got so much to say. They never listen to the Lord or the Bible. What we're reading is the Bible. It ain't something that I got up in the morning and printed up. Did you do that, Shalak?
Not at all, sir.
We didn't do that. We're reading the word. I'm going to read it again. And he said, Genesis 32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob. That means he's getting the name changed, Christians.
Damn right, sir.
So it's lawful. If God can change the name, we can too.
Damn right.
And that's why you hear the names that you hear today. Our names refer back to the Prince of Power. We're going back to our God. So we got to act like that. There's nothing strange with changing the names. And what's so crazy, I don't want to get off topic, but they have nothing to say. They're forced to not say anything about the homosexuals changing their sex
at all.
but trip about us changing a name.
See how heavy that is? That's heavy, sir.
You know that's evil and demonic and not of God. Am I correct, Shalak? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's heavy.
You tripping about a name change, but you're okay with homosexuality. But you forget about the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah and all those 7 cities that got destroyed for all kind of evil they were doing. Homosexual was one of them. It wasn't just homosexuality they were doing in there. They're doing a lot of foul things in there. And God's not pleased with it. So it's okay to change our names. We move on.
Right. It's another way, too, how you know that God is with us.
That's right. Khan.
So let's see. That's where we at now. We'll go to Psalms 147 and 19, sir.
Psalms 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
See that? Now, who are the laws for? Israel only. Remember, in Genesis 32 and 28, which you just heard the priest read, and also a precept to that is in Genesis 35 and 10. You'll see that Jacob's name, as we just went over, is turned to Israel. The Most High is only for the Israelites and nobody else. He only gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments to keep and adhere to. His judgments were not known by any other nations. This is why they can't. This is why we can't eat swine. This is why we can't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. This is why they don't get punished, but we do. They can be LGBT and nothing happens. They can do drugs and sell drugs and get nothing because laws were not meant for white folks or any of them other nations, Africans, East Indians, Chinese, any of those other nations. They were only put in place for Israelites, period, point blank. And you just heard the priest read it right here in Psalms 147 and 19. He, the Most High, showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel, meaning the Israelites. Keep going, sir.
Psalms 147, verse 20. He has not dealt so with any nation, and as far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
See that? He hasn't dealt with any other nation when it comes to giving these laws, statutes, and commandments. These judgments, these oracles of the Most High is meant for his people who he set aside, who he named and deemed holy, which means set apart. You understand? This is meant for us only. This Psalms 147:20 proves that. This Psalms 147:19 proves that. Let's see what we got here next. First Peter, we're going to jump into the New Testament.
First Peter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye shall show. First Peter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
See, here it is again. We are chosen. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
Separation.
Separated. We are chosen. We are God's peculiar treasure. We are a holy priesthood. God called us out of that darkness to be front and center. You understand? In the light. So you gotta get these scriptures and understand what it is. Once you realize just who you are, how powerful you are, what you come from, who is over you and who is with you, then you'll stop all that nonsense. Stop being stiff-necked and doing all this stuff that we do out here. You understand? Come in the ISUPK, and we're gonna get these scriptures taught to you to the point that not only you know them, but you live them, because that's when you know the Most High will be in the midst. He'll be in the midst of everything we got going on. We won't have to start. You'll get to the point where you don't have to worry about none of that crazy stuff going on in the world that you're getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of. This is heavy right here in this scripture, man. It just pointed it out. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, it said. A holy nation, a separate nation, is saying. A peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. Now, don't we want to be back in the Most High's marvelous light? The things that he'll do for us by following his law, statutes, and commandments, and giving him glory and showing him glory, because we have a very jealous God when it comes to us. We were set apart for a reason. And then when you want to start having other gods, you know, your money, your car, or just another nation's God, he's going to get very jealous. You know why? Because he's the creator of everything. Nothing is over him. Everything is under him. You understand? And that's why he's jealous. It's a righteous jealousy. It's a righteous jealousy. You understand? And when it's coming from the Most High, be very worried, because we don't want no problems with him at all. He can end us just like that. Won't even think twice about it. If he created us, he know what can take us up out of here. You know, there's scriptures out there, you understand, where he tell us, you know, he kill and he make alive. He heal and he make sick. You understand? That's heavy. We don't want to deal with the Most High in that area, in that way like that. We want to be afraid of him and do and honor him and hold him as the glory. You know what I'm saying? Look at him all glorious and treat him that way. You got something to say,
Yeah, I got what I like about 1 Peter 2:9, Shalak, is, you know, you often hear, well, that was the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that well, we're reading the new, what you call the new.
That's it.
And what's so incredible, what I love about the Bible, it mirrors itself. The old is talking about the new and the old. They go synonymous. They go together. What you read in the Old Testament, you're going to read in the New Testament. Now, I'm going to read it one more time, because you said Jesus came and changed all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When was Peter written? Before or after Christ's death? Well, anyways, let me read this. 1 Peter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation. This is the New Testament. But you don't cry. You say Christ changed all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye shall show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into the marvelous light.
Mm-hmm.
It's separating again, just like what you call the old. Am I correct, Shalot?
Damn right, sir. God out of one kind.
We ain't no tricks out here. We're reading the scriptures.
Reading the scriptures.
And I don't see where Christ joined all these nations together, like you keep saying. This book is still favoring the Israelites, even in the new.
Even with all the transgressions we did, the Most High is still sticking with us and giving us opportunity after opportunity to be able to make it and get back
right
up under him again.
That's what's beautiful about the Bible, like I spoke about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All is written. All we doing is playing it out.
That's it.
What's going to happen, the Lord knows already. We're going to walk this thing out until we get back where God intended for us to be. And all this is not by coincidence. This is all the plans of the Most High. What you see, you on top, you got the bottom, and you rising to the top. That's all the plans of the Most High. If God, if the powerful God, he's all knowing, he's all powerful. Don't you think he's stronger than the enemies? He can stop them. Or as you say, the devil, there's invisible forces running around rampant, stealing people, EBT cards, still killing, destroying. I see people doing that. I don't see, you're not no match for a spirit. You can't even see it.
That's it.
There's no, these people, when these Bibles, these similitudes and metaphors, they're talking about nations of people doing these things, being the dragon. That's what it's talking about. And when you go into this Bible was written thousands of years before we were thought of. And if we're going to play this thing out, what God called, this is what we call it, God. And that's all we're doing, playing this out.
That's heavy.
We're playing it out, Shalak.
Let's see. And before we move on, let's see. Got my rib now. I'm a shot in here. Our Hebrew names are fire. Damn right, sis. Damn right. Let's see. We got another one by Naama Shah. Only for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native people. We are chosen by the Most High. Come back to the Most High where you belong, where you should have been from the beginning. Damn right.
Shalom. Can we have something for ourselves? We got to share our Bible too.
Right.
Our history.
That's heavy.
We got to share with them, huh?
I said, that's heavy.
All right. Revelations 5 and 10. Oh, we're getting pressed for time. Revelations 5 and 10. And has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
Now, see, if this verse doesn't spell out how much we are chosen by the Most High, then I don't know what could be. You understand? He made us, he made us unto our God Yahweh, you understand, as kings and priests. And this is pertaining to what he was what I want to say. It's pertaining to what he has with us in the earth. We are priests who will be kings over our enemies in the earth, but we are still only servants to the Most High, as well as being the chosen people. So you saw it right here in this Revelation 5 and 10. He has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. That's heavy right there. Let's see what we're going to go into next. Let's hit the second address. We're going into the Apocrypha now.
Second Esdras 6 verse 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and have likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
That's heavy. And see, people get offended when they said when you see that, but you see it right in there. You have a lot of people, brother, we are all God's chosen. These other nations. You hear white folks, you hear Chinese folks, you hear African folks. Brother, we are all God's people. We all come from Adam.
Right.
You understand? But this verse says, as for the other people which are also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. Priest and officer Malakama, what is spittle?
Spit. That stuff that get in the corner of your mouth that mean nothing. And you know what's so beautiful about this whole thing? If I was an Israelite, I'd hide these scriptures too. I'll take it out of the Bible too, wouldn't you?
Because you don't want people to know this truth.
Right. If I want to tell
how they really have,
I want to perpetrate a lie on the people and deceive them, because someone's supposed to come and deceive the Israelites, right? Deceive them on the face of the earth, correct?
Right.
What are you going to deceive them with? The word of God.
The word of God.
So you got to take these scriptures out, because you can't say, with these scriptures right here, you can't say God loves everybody.
You can't say it. It can't get away with it.
You can't preach that doctrine, because it says contrary to what you're saying. So if you're going to deceive a people, you got to take that out and say it's not canon.
And this is the part that made them really take that out. They was offended by the spittle part.
Yeah.
With them saying they're like spit, right?
Right.
But when it says, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
From a vessel.
You ever walking somewhere and you got 2 buckets of water, right?
Right.
And you got them filled to the top, but a little bit might waste off at the top onto the ground right there. You ain't worried about that, because you still got them whole buckets of water, only a little bit, only some drops. Yeah, only some drops fell out, right? He's saying you other nations is that drop that fell out. That's going to wind up getting dried out by the sun, and you ain't even going to know that it was even right there. You understand? So that's heavy in itself. Let's keep going into 58. I know we're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting okay. Con. Second Ezra 6 verse 58. But we, the people whom thou have called thy firstborn, the only begotten, and the fervent lover, are given into their hands.
Now, see this right here? He said, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten. See that? That white man, that white pastor told you that just Christ was the only begotten son, right? Mm-hmm. Second Esdras 6 and 58. This shows you right there why they removed this Apocrypha out, right? They don't want us to know that we are, along with Christ, God's only begotten. You understand? It just said it right here. Read that one more time, sir.
Okay. Second Ezra 6 verse 58. But We, their people, who thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
See that? We are God's only begotten people. We have been set apart, chosen by the Most High God. Start reading this Bible, man, and learning who you are and what we about.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave that right there. I mean, the scripture says what it says.
Oh, a little bit more. Wait a minute. Let's not. I know we get pressed for time, but I want to get to the part are given into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Who was given into their hands?
Given into their hands.
Where are we at right now?
We in their hands.
How did we get here?
From our own disobedience.
Yeah, but who did it? Did some spirit come do this?
Or
did people do this?
People. We did.
So that means the people must be the devil.
That's damn right.
The deceiver, right?
Damn right, sir.
The enemy of God.
Kind out of one kind.
Okay, 2 Ezra 6, verse 59. If the world now be made for our sake, listen closely on this one. If the world be made, hear that world? Remember y'all talking about God so loved the world? What world is this talking about? We're going to read about that world right here. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess any inheritance in the world? How long shall this endure? Given
Right
into
there.
the hands, Shalak?
That's heavy right there.
We possess nothing. We don't have no car lots.
Nope.
As a nation, we don't have no UN. We don't have everything we got. We got to go to our enemies, correct?
Got to go to our enemies.
What do we have to give the other nations but entertain them as slaves?
That's
Playing
it.
basketball, and they give us a check to do that. That's the farthest we can go in this kingdom is entertaining them.
As soon as we get too big, they cancel us.
Snatch that money right
Snatch
back.
it right from you. Look at Kanye West right now.
Right.
Look what they did to Kyrie Irving a couple years ago.
Yeah. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess any inheritance with the world? With the world. Why we don't have no inheritance?
See that?
How long shall this endure? How long shall this be? Is what they're saying in this passage. How long are we gonna be here broke in the project, Section 8, getting trampled down, unalive when they feel like it? How long shall it be?
At some point, y'all gonna realize we'll have no choice but to be up under the Most High God, or else.
It's better to be in this place.
That's
following
what it
the
comes
law.
down
It's got to be better than this.
Gotta be.
Jeremiah 2, verse 14. Israel is a servant. He is a homeborn slave. Why is he spoiled?
See, this is the Most High asking us Israelites a rhetorical question. You understand?
Right.
When you read this Jeremiah 2 and 14 again, read that again, sir.
Jeremiah 2 verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
That's a rhetorical question, Israel. God is saying to us, why are my people slaves and plunder to your enemies when you should be free and highly favored? You should be out here walking under that glory of being up under me. You understand? People should look at you and have fear of them other nations, but they're not. You understand? Because this verse highlights Israel's fallen state, indicating that a people chosen by God have now become like a slave or captive. You know, you understand? Our land was ravaged and cities burned by our enemies because we abandoned God for idols, a foolish exchange of true blessings from our Lord for emptiness. We didn't get nothing back for it. It serves as a reminder of the consequences of turning away from the Lord and not following his laws, statutes, and commandments, like you just heard Priest and Officer Malakama going over so greatly. This verse is heavy. Let's see what we got going on. You got something to say towards this before we go to the next one, sir?
No, we got press for time. We got to go through these.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next one.
Hosea 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shouldn't be no priest to me. seeing that thou have forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
See that? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are destroyed because of lack of knowledge, refusing to adhere to the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. That's just period, point blank with that. And he's saying it right in here. Let's go to the next one.
Isaiah 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in the book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Isaiah 30. Go ahead.
No, before you say that, this is more proof that we are chosen. The Most High keeps giving us ass whippings and then turn around and have to, you know what I'm saying? He give us that butt whooping and then turn around and have our higher ranked men to write these things down on a table or in a book, like, you know what I'm saying, almost like how the scrolls is in the Bible is. So we can continuously go back and read these oracles and these laws, statutes, commandments over and over and over again until your stiff-necked ass learn and adhere to the voice of the Most High. Go ahead, priest.
Isaiah 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Verse 10.
Isaiah 30, verse 10. Which say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
See, that's just what I was just going over. It's time to straighten up. Listen to these laws, these statutes. Listen, read these scriptures, man. Get in the ISUPK so you can have better understanding. Priest and Officer 50 Bakiar, he in the chat right now. He said, belt to ass. How many times do the Lord got to put belt to ass for you niggas learn, man? You got to keep with the Most High. You got to stay behind him and you got to listen to what he said do. And when we do this, this is how we know, Blacks, Hispanics, Natives, that God is with us. That's how we know. Let's see. I'll make that bigger, sir, because that writing is a little bit small. Copy and paste.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 5 through 8. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it.
See, keep the commandments, and we will be in the rulership, as verses 5 and 6 is about to say. Go ahead, sir.
6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation, is a wise, understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who has God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
We got to keep these laws and statutes, man. This is
Even
our wisdom.
The Bible said we're great.
Yes.
Shall I?
This is our God out of one kind, sir.
Yeah.
This is our wisdom to do this stuff, man. We got to do it.
I like to know what Bible they read, but I already know the answer to it. They're not reading it. They're just listening there, listening to the pastor lip sync.
That's it.
That's what he's doing, lip syncing, because he ain't reading no scriptures. He ain't breaking nothing down. He's giving you a sermon.
That's it. Nothing else.
Nothing. He's not reading the Bible. Christ didn't give you a sermon. He just read the Bible and closed it.
Read the Bible and closed it.
Right.
Let's see.
Okay, Romans 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort and of the scriptures might have hope.
Now, that right there is going to be our last scripture. But here's the thing. This is proof that when Christians say the Old Testament is done away with, is a lie. The laws and commandments that were written is for our learning. Even today, as this scripture just pointed out, this is referring to the Old Testament. when it says aforetime, when you see that word afore, it's going back into the Old Testament. You understand? This is also a reminder that we are to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments forever throughout our generations. This is self-explanatory. For whatsoever things were written aforetime, that was written before, were written for our learning, that we, through the patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. You can't get no more heavier than that, sir.
You can't.
Anything else on that, sir, before we go into
No, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You broke it down. We got to come back. We're talking to those who have the spirit of the Lord. Come back home. We're talking to all nations of the nation of Israel, but we know everybody's not going to listen. We understand that. We're not falling out about that. We know what the Bible says about that. So, but
that's it.
It's self-explanatory. Just follow the law, statutes, commandments. Come back home. It's better to come home. At least you got something this to yourselves that you don't have to share. And the Bible is that club that we should be in. It's a black-only club.
Damn right, sir. What you said was so heavy right there. Brotherhood.
You're going to get love. Let me remember we talked about real quick Passover. Let me tell you how glorious and well arranged this is. We have brothers on Shamar. That means someone's on guard. And we're at the Passover. We're in Carolina. So we're back in the woods because, Esau tried to run us out of, the centers. So they didn't stop the show. We went to the woods. And we back in the woods. Kids running all over the place. You don't even have to watch your kids because you always got somebody out there watching your kids, guarding. Make sure no intruders snatch your kids. That's glorious. Can you imagine that? Like today, you let your child go out the house or they go somewhere, you worried. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen to them. Get snatched up, put in trafficking.
Yeah, sex trafficking. Yeah. None of that takes place because we got the men of the Lord on the job. Like the Christian church. I'm going to say that. You can't just come in here and just sit amongst us, then listen to the sermon, then shoot us down. Because you're not welcome.
Not welcome.
You're not welcome in our society.
And we're going to be 90 steps ahead of you.
Right. We know what you are. We know you the devil. We can't join your KKK. So why should you join us? Black people, why would you let the enemies, the people who destroyed your people all these years, join you in the church setting? Because you really believe that they believe in God because they say that? A body of believers, do you actually believe that? When have they ever loved God and believed in God? We just read the scriptures, told you, separate. The whole Bible is talking about the nation of Israel. Am I right, Shalot?
Damn right.
You got to wake up. You're destroying your kids and your family by being so rebellious, joining the Christian and the Muslim, anything outside the nation of Israel, the Bible, you're in transgression. You're in sin.
You're in sin. And that's heavy, sir, because the question was just answered. This title was, how does blacks, Hispanics, and natives know that God is with us? We just went over it. God is with us because he keep giving us chances. He keep giving us opportunities. But it comes a time where there won't be no more opportunities. So we got to get this shit right here and right now. Salakia for my language for those who's watching, but this is that real.
Well, we're at the end of the book. Y'all know that, right?
We're at the end of the book.
This is the end. This is your last chance. Do you know that, right?
Yeah.
This is the end.
When Yahushua come back, you can't jump on his team at that point. Yeah. Because what he coming back for is going to already be taking place. You understand? And you can't jump on the bandwagon then. This is why you see ISUPK right now in front of you right now. Us two brothers and the rest of our brothers that come on other classes. We coming to you live all these days throughout the week to try to get you to get on board so that you can get out of that darkness that you've been in so God can be with you, be with us. And that's it. You got something else on that, sir?
No, just what you said. The Bible, the completion is almost here.
That's it.
This is the end of the book.
Yeah. Get on board. ISUPK.
Grace is almost up.
And with that said, we're going to go into these ISUPK security announcements. I want to thank everybody that tuned in on the chat and tuned in watching that didn't come in the chat, but just watch the class. We appreciate that. We just ask that you continue to watch us and continue to like, share, and subscribe. Share this with all the people that's in your contacts, all the people that you subscribe to. Share this with all of them. You understand? We're trying to get this algorithm up so we can continue to get this message out to our people, man. The more people know about this, the more they can learn and more they can grasp onto it. Like I said, don't forget to go on to isupk.com. Look up schools in a city or state near you and get on there and sign up and get in the class, man. Go through your 90 days. Get you a Hebrew name too. Get away from that slave government name that you have. Get you earn your Hebrew name too as well. You understand? Also go on to isupk.com and pay your tithes. Pay some tithes to the ISUPK. Help out General Yohana as he try to get this truth push all throughout the world. You understand? Give donations. Do whatever you can. You can go on to isupk.com to do all of that. We need to get this out. We got a Passover coming up in April, and we need to get things prepared for that. There's so many things we need to do. We're in the middle right now that just started at the Feast of Dedication, our holy day. So there's things that need to be done out here, and we need our people to keep doing it. And with that said, we're going to get into the ISUPK security announcements. This is the ISUPK. We are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If after 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 8 through 10, which meant ma'asherah, which means a tenth. In the Hebrew, 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, like I said, right now we're in the middle of feast and dedication, the Feast of Dedication, known as Hanukkah. That will still be going on for a little while, and obviously, you know, we got the our Sabbath day as well, which is every Saturday. You understand? So we got to definitely recognize that. With that said, if a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. All right, we're gonna do a salute now. Get up. Men of Israel, imagine. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Barak Atah. Imagine Matah. We'll do a courtesy salute to the sisters down in the class, but we have some definitely on the chat. Men of Israel, Imagine. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh. Okay, sorry about that. The speaker went out. Yahweh Shabbat. Let's do it again. Imagine. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shamar. Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yajamatah. Class dismissed. Sorry about that. Something went wrong with the volume. I think it muted or something like that, but got it all together. Thanks everybody for joining in. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the scripture breakdown class with Captain Hadar Ya'ala. You know that class is real heavy, so make sure you tune in. And if you got questions, please type into the chat, and the brother will answer everything that you need answered. All right. Shalom, Lord Christ. We'll see you next Monday, as you do every Monday for this history class. Shalom, Lord Christ. In this stream.